Over the last 40 years, meat processing in Tasmania has seen many regulations and changes that resulted in our processing works being swallowed up by bigger players. In 2008, a Brazilian company well known as JBS Swift moved in and bought the King Island, Longford and Devonport meat processing plants, along with Brookland in Victoria, an ultra-modern automated plant, able to handle larger volumes of lamb at a much reduced labour cost than that of their Tasmanian works. Consequently, as time went on, Tasmanian lamb and mutton was exported to their modern Victorian plant for processing. Due to this, Tasmania witnessed the onset of cutbacks and closures in the industry. In 2012, Swift announced the permanent closure of their King Island enterprise, citing the cause to be variable livestock supplies, high freight and operating costs. By 2017, they had closed their lamb floor down at Longford, saying lack of stock was the main reason. Then in 2018, they announced the closure of Devonport meat processing plant, even though it had been operated as a productive and important service kill facility for local small business, marketers and customers who supplied their own livestock for processing, averaging 3,800 sheep per week. These closures caused a lot of anxious moments for local butchers and small operators needing service kills, and of course, took away availability of kill space for lamb and mutton, just the same as the closure of Longford's small floor had done previously. With the lack of kill space and no ability to get large service kills done, big clients like Coles, Woolworths and the Australian Lamb Company were left with no choice but to move their kills to Victoria for processing. One prominent Tasmanian businessman, Doug Dickinson, suggests that approximately $70 million is lost to the state, with around 850,000 lambs and mutton being exported annually to the mainland for slaughter, then to be brought back to Tasmania as box meat. A financial loss to our primary producers in excess of $5 million in weight loss alone, plus a downgrade in quality and the loss of our 100% guarantee of Tasmanian identity. Doug's breakdown on the annual loss to Tasmania's local producers, processors and economy paints a worrying picture. On 850,000 lambs at a cost of $9 per head for shipping, this equates to a loss of $7.65 million. Also, of course, shipping attracts a freight subsidy, which the taxpayer funds. There's a drop in weight and condition due to stress and hours off feed, mainly in the trucking phase, meaning a loss of approximately $7.50 per head. This equates to $6.3 million. Then there's the value-adding items such as skins and products, approximately $7.5 million annually. A loss in Tasmanian brand value as Australia's best lamb brings a 5% premium. This adds another $6 million. Lost wages of 400 workers in the state, an annual salary of $26 million flows on to affect all aspects of our economy, bringing an annual loss to the state of approximately $53 million. Noting this figure is without the inclusion of other economic factors associated with our industry. We would like to see an independent study conducted to assess Tasmania's true value loss. Approximately 80% of the world's sheep and lamb exports are conducted by Australia and New Zealand. And with New Zealand's production at a 64-year low, it gives Tasmania a huge opportunity to advance and shine with its high-quality, clean green image, continuing on to achieve top premium prices throughout the export markets. It is important to be aware that our meat industry requirements are changing, as more and more customers are looking for higher value markets, and we must cater for consumer requirements to remain competitive. Eating quality being the number one priority, along with provenance, on the location the lamb is grown. Export processors in the state have previously demonstrated that sheep meat processing was commercially viable, in the sense that consumers will and do pay more for a Tasmanian clean green grass-fed product. To continue to build a strong plan and vision for our future, we must retain our sheep processing within the state to keep possession of our very crucial points of difference. A 100% guarantee of provenance, integrity and quality. We must ensure our product remains at the top of the game and returning premium prices. How do we maintain processing here? Ensure all processors receiving government funding undertake service kills on a competitive basis by matching mainland prices for a similar service. Collaborate with smaller Tasmanian lamb producers who are committed to pasture-fed production, agreeing to certain accreditation and production values. We can together develop a critical mass enabling the state to supply lambs for 52 weeks of the year. If government and industry can help the processors to keep the jobs and wealth here in Tasmania, it's a win-win situation for all sectors of our industry and economy, now and into the future. Let's quickly look at some of the benefits to our state. We'll be investing in local people, so we know the benefits stay here. Create more jobs and the upskilling of Tasmanian workers. Remove the risk of processing and butchery skills becoming a dying art. Reduce costs to the producer. Local processing benefits consumers and it is estimated to lower prices by 15%. Taxpayers will be advantaged by saving $5 million a year in freight subsidy. Primary producers' capital value of properties increase so that in the long term that benefits the government. Not to mention the significant animal welfare benefits. The list can go on, but there's too many benefits to mention. We want all key stakeholders in the supply chain to benefit, from the humble farmer right through to the all-important consumers. Worthy is our Tasmanian lamb.